So now you have sanded an oak floor,
Yep.
and we are now
applying the one coat of the grey, like a lime wash grey.
so these colours. This is what we talk about, where it's literally a colour that is on top of the
Timber.
timber.
Yep.
Where what we did before, it actually
Penetrates into the timber.
the colour of that antique came because it was penetrating into the timber. So as you look, you can just see that Jamie is rubbing this grey colour onto raw oak.
Correct.
So when you're doing 100 square metres,
Yep.
this is basically what you do for a whole 100 square metres.
Hand on, rub off.
You,
And then we let it dry overnight. Sometimes we may let it dry for 2 days, depending on the weather, what time of the year it's done in. But the colour basically needs to be fully cured before you can apply the clear over the top.
Jamie, why don't you water pop that?
You can do, if you really want to change the colour again, you can make it more intense by water popping it.
More intense?
Yeah, correct.
So the colour goes in further?
Yeah, that's right.
So would that say if you're putting on a second coat?
Correct, yeah. Yep.
Right.
so are you going to put a second coat on this one?
Nah, just the one application on this board.
So Jamie, my question would be, which a lot of women would want to know,
Yep.
why can't you use one of those rollers to roll your colours on, which should be quicker?
You see all the application marks, it's just not recommended. You can't do it. Some contractors do it that way, but it's not the recommended way to do it. The correct procedure is pretty much the same way French polishes stains timber. That's rag on, rag off. You get the true colour, true uniform pattern, all the way through the floor.
So when you rag on, rag off,
Yep.
you've got to be, you can't just go ahead and just stain the floor, then come back and try and wipe it off.
No.
It's a very,
Yeah, you can't.
it's got to be a very managed system.
It does, yeah. 100%.
So you can see now Jamie's actually you're wiping the colour off, aren't you, Jamie?
Correct.
Because what Jamie's trying to create for us now, we're going to create a light grey colour and then a darker grey.
Yep.
So Jamie will show you how both these procedures are done.
Be interesting to see when Jamie puts a clear coat over this, how it changes the colour
It
again.
does. Yep.
So when people come home and they look at their floor with this one coat of stain on, we often get calls, oh, that's not the colour that I saw on the sample.
Yep.
But it's a bit like cooking a cake. It's not
It's only,
cooked until Jamie has finished.
the procedure's only halfway. When the clear goes down, it then brings the true colour of the timber through.
When you're doing a floor like this, Jamie,
Yeah.
how long do you reckon it takes you to actually apply, say if we worked on a 1 square metre quantity of actually just putting this down?
Oh, 1 square mile. Better way to put it, Jane. 100 square metre job, I'd allocate a full day to be there to put the colour down.
Oh, so
Full day.
and when you talk about a full day, how many hours do you
From 7 a.m. till approximately 3 p.m.
Yeah, so it's a really solid day.
Yeah.
And what Jamie is saying, for that 100 square metres, that's only putting the colour down.
Yep.
We haven't actually, what we are doing here at the moment, we're only creating a 1 colour system, but when in our next video, when he shows you we want to create a 2 colour system, you will, it even takes longer work, doesn't it, Jamie?
That's right. Yep. And not only that, Jane, like I said, when it comes to staining and putting colours on the floor, to achieve the colour and a true colour uniform, the sanding, there's a lot of work that goes into sanding. You just can't just do your normal Australian standard sanding and finish off with an 80 grit paper. You've got to go basically like nearly 4 grades higher than an 80 grit paper to make sure that the sanding and there's no variations in the colour at all.
Because if there was variations, the colour, the stain would vary.
Yeah, vary. You'll have patches all over different colour shades.
So that again, that is a longer process than actually sanding
correct.
a normal floor.
Yep.
If you were just going to put a oil or a water base
definitely.
on it.